session live in Publica. My name is Jeff and I'm honored to be your host for today. Yeah. So right before we started, okay, I see a lot of friends are still coming in. Yeah, faster grab your seat. Yeah. So we're gonna kickstart our session very fast. Right. So can I see a show of hands who is the first time who come into Publica? Yeah, we have new friends here. Yeah. So our regular friends, I'm gonna welcome these our new friends here. Okay, right? Okay. So I'm gonna ask you some questions if it's resonate to you and you really want it, right? Can you raise up your right hand for me? Okay. First question. Everyone you guys are really hungry for success. Yeah. So the first question: do you want to earn more extra income? Yeah. Second question: do you want to have more time for your family? Do you want to have exponential income? Haven't finished. Exponential passive income? All of us here, right? Okay. Why we do want to have an exponential passive income? Because we can choose what we want to do and don't do what we don't like to do, right? Which is equivalent to time and financial freedom. Yeah, with Nuskin and SC, definitely we can achieve this success. Yeah, so that's why you are here this Sunday, right? You are not like going shopping, cafe hopping, but you choose to be here today. What is the main reason? The reason is to discover our best self, right? Yeah, I believe your friends have been told you and invite you here, right? They're telling you this opportunity is to transform many people's life. That's why you make a decision to be here, yeah, to witness our two privileged speakers that we specially invited from Singapore, yeah, to come and add value to us. So, and how this platform that really transform people's life, yeah. So right before we start on this session, right, I have a treat for you all. Yeah, we do have this speaker, right, that we're going to share with us how this platform changed our life. Family life as well. Yeah. So prior to Nuskin, she was just a normal, hard-working employee. Yeah, like some of us. Yeah. And she tried to strive very hard to give a better life, better living quality standard to her family as well. But things started to change when her turning point when she became a mother, and mother sacrificed a lot, right? Any mother here? Yeah, mother's really very important. Yeah. What happened? She gained weight and she met Nuskin through a set of weight management program, and she started the program, transformed very well, and she get to know this amazing opportunity, and she started this business, and she now is a global mompreneur. How amazing is that? Yeah? So without further ado, join me together and welcome our speaker, Executive Brand Director, Ms. Tan Lifa.
Just the appetizer, okay? But let me start with an introduction about myself first, okay? I'm Lifa, okay, from Singapore. Formerly, right, I'm actually working as a flight attendant, okay? So what happened is that after, becoming a mother, then what happened to us? Back. Yeah, actually, I believe there's many mothers who are seated here today find it very challenging to get back in shape after giving birth. And that is the same for me as well. And because of finding solutions to slim down and trying many methods and many ways, right, of doing it, but still cannot slim down. Because of that, I am very thankful that so my angel actually introduced a 90 days program to me, and because of that, I truly transformed very well, as you can see there. And then up to today, 2.5 years in, still maintaining very well. Isn't our product very amazing? happens is that, your uplines, they will share, this very amazing business opportunity with all of us, right? So that's whereby after that, right, my journey started here. So when the reason why I came to Nuskin Full Force was because, as they share the business plan with us, I thought, okay, maybe I can give it a try. I started my journey doing it part-time here. Well, I was flying still full-time. So with that, right, as I continue, doing Nuskin part-time, working full-time flying, after a while, I started to realize, hey, how is it that possible that my part-time income from Nuskin has actually surpassed a few times of my full-time paying job income? So that is whereby I start to have this realization, and of course along the way, what happened is that as you're working for someone, you cannot always have the, try to take charge of your own life. That's whereby a lot of times, right, as a mother, I need to leave my child not feeling well back at home and continue to go for work. That's whereby it actually, I have the struggle in me that I cannot be there for my loved one when they need me the most. Then I start to think that is it. I need to take charge of my own life. I don't want anyone to, decide for me how I should be there for my loved one. So that's why I thought, okay, it's time to take charge of my own life. I want to be the master of my own time. And that's whereby I start to come into here full force. And of course, today you are here not to just hear from me, right? You are hearing from our keynote speaker today. And she is someone, right, who is not just a mentor to me. She is someone who is very, very inspiring, and of course, guiding light in my journey over here. And the first time when I met her, right, I actually very bad. I kept her and my working upline waiting for me due to some reason. Ended up they have to, end in the 24 hours product shop, the 24 hours royalty product shop opposite my house, adding in extra calories, which they donated. So please don't learn for me, okay? But because of that meetup, right, what happened is it truly transformed my life. And really, to Carolyn back then, right, when she met me that time, she's already doing very well over here and very successful over here. She actually don't need to do that, but that is who she is. Someone with very, very big heart. Someone who willing to go the extra mile for anyone. And that is who she is. And of course, with her around me, and then witness how she continued to put in her commitment, her dedication over here, and I see how fiercely she fights not just to fulfill her own dreams, but also her son. And of course, along the journey, as you met her, right, you will realize that she is someone, who is that when you first meet her, you feel that hey, it seems like you know her for years, and she has this gift to make you feel very welcome, valued, and received. And because of that, I see how committed she is, how dedicated she put in to fight fearless on this journey for herself, for her son. And because of that, as a parent, I see my own eyes, and I know that she always tells us that no matter, as a parents, what we do, our children will always be the greatest motivations on this journey, not the obstacle. And because of that, we continue to fight harder. I see how she worked harder, and along the journey, what touches most of us is that how she actually able to fulfill her mom's dreams as well and give her moms a better life. And because of that, it shows us that success over here is all well-rounded. It's not just about the financial goal, but it's about what you can actually to achieve in life, to give a better life for your families, and continue to live a better life, okay? And of course, today when you are here, I hope that with her sharing, it's going to inspire you further. It's just like how she actually inspired me and many people around us. I hope that you can open your heart to hear from her and to know that truly over here, success can be well-rounded, and you too, and all of us deserve a better life here. And open your heart, hear from her, and today you will be taking away something with you today and continue to fight for your loved one at home. Alright, that's all for me. Thank you, everyone.
We have come to our highlight of the day. So, the upcoming speaker, right, that's someone that I'm really one of the really respected out to. Yeah. To me, when first time I saw her, right, she's just like a sister to me. Yeah. She's a very humble, yeah, and she has a dream and courage to pursue and realizing her dream right now. Yeah. Prior to Nuskin, she was a flight attendant for over a decade. Yeah. And someone doing so well in this in that industry, right? Why she will left that industry and join Nuskin and Success Together. Yeah. So through a set of products, she transformed very well. Not only that, she also helped a lot of people by introducing these products, help them to transform their life, and also this amazing opportunity. Now she's really living her dream life, yeah, doing whatever she likes and just spending more time to her family, especially her parents and her son. Now she's achieving her dream life that everyone wanted to. Yeah. So with Nuskin and Success Together, she has proven to us everyone can achieve their dream life.
All of our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Carolyn. How are you feeling today? I want to thank you so much, for that very, very warm welcome that you've given me earlier. I just wanted you to hear this music, right? Does it sound familiar to you? How many find it familiar? We grew up with this music, right? Yes. From Walt Disney and Disney World, right? Thank you. Yeah. When I found this quote, right, it really has a lot of meaning to me. And today I stand here before you because of this. Yeah. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of a heads up. I'm not a professional speaker. Okay. Even as I'm going to speak, I have like notes and all, so because I know my memory will fail me, right? But I'm going to do my very best here today, to tell you about my journey. I think how many of you are here for the first time or very new? Maybe not first time, maybe second time, third time, 1 month. First time, yeah, fantastic. 1 month in, new. How do you feel? Sometimes join this business, don't know whether can make it or not. Only me. I join, I don't know whether I can make it, Yeah, scared. But truly, because of this case, I'm here today and I've been invited to share with you my story. So would you want to hear my story? Yeah. Don't know where I come from? Singapore, yeah. I'm Malaysian, and I was born in Gombak. Gombak, yeah. Gombak, right? So you must go to Gombak, Yeah. I was born in Gombak. And I studied in KL itself, at Wangsa Maju, and after that I went to Convent Bukit Nanas. So I grew up here, brought up by my family here, and these are my parents. You can see my color, like not Malay, not Chinese, not Indian, because I'm mixed up. Yeah, so these are my parents, and I would say that my childhood, right? I don't know about y'all, right? My childhood is like any other childhood, I always see my parents, right? Always working very hard. How many of you here, you see your parents working very hard? The rest of your parents already achieved time and financial freedom, right? That's why you all chill also, right? Yeah, my parents work very, very hard, when I was growing up, right? I always see my mom and dad working. I was not brought up by my mom and dad. Although we live in the same house, same home, I was brought up by my grandmother. How many of you are like me? Either your neighbor look after you, or the auntie, now you treat like your mother also, but it's your nanny. Because your parents were working, my parents were like that. Always working, I love them. I don't resent them. I know they're working very, very hard for me and for my siblings, right? And to me, when I see them, right, in order to have a good life, I feel good life, must earn money, true or not? How to earn money? Go to work, correct or not? So when I see my parents like this, right, always working, so you think I become what later on? Go to work, So of course, one day I saw a newspaper article. I was in KL. I saw this newspaper advertisement saying that Singapore Airlines. I showed my mom. Said, "Hey, ma, how? Try not? Try lah. No harm trying. What? How many of you will say this to your kid? No harm trying. So no harm trying. I took it. I went for it. Thought just go and play, and then come back one time lah, I went for it. They asked me to come for second interview, third interview. Next thing you know, they sent me a letter saying, "Please, we welcome you to Singapore." And I look at my mother look at me, right? I say, "How how?" So I'm thinking, right? Hey, just go lah. I mean, like, people pay me to see the world, right? How many of you, have this dream to travel? I don't hear like many people love to travel. You all like to work, right? Yeah. So this, becoming a stewardess, especially Singapore Airlines. Why Singapore Airlines? Why not Malaysian Airlines? Because if I join Malaysia Airlines, maybe like from here go Ipoh only, or go here Penang only, right? Go Singapore Airlines, the domestic, does it even exist? Straight away overseas. Oh my God, I tell you, that was the dream life, I feel that a lot of people envy, especially in Singapore, everybody, any young girl, right, they all want to become a Singapore girl. Go and see the world. And truly, I enjoyed my life. I feel that I don't know, show off a bit, can or not? I go up Eiffel Tower, then I ride on the camel, go and see the pyramids. Then what else? Sydney Harbour, see the New Year, go to New York and see the ball drop. So all this was like a norm. Truly my life was amazing, But with that amazing life, right, came, during Christmas I cannot be home. But I always tell myself, never mind lah. At least I'm in New York, you all watched the Home Alone before? Yeah. At least I'm here, I see the big tree. To be honest, I comfort myself. I comfort myself with the kind of life that I have. And because everybody envy this job, right? So I feel like, a bit atas lah. Really? Because of people's perception, right? So I thought, okay, everything very good, I had the dream life of many people, So of course, I worked for 15 years just now. I just said over a decade, right? Yeah, for 15 years, And of course, any job you do, will you do your best? I'm thinking, right? How do I get promoted faster? Promoted meaning what? Get extra money, right? You think I want? Of course. So I tell myself, okay I must see how to be promoted before everybody else, Because there's only one way to serve the meal, You all know how to serve? Just like that, So I'm thinking, if I want to become different from people, how do I gain extra points in my company so that they see me a bit atas? Cannot be I serve this way, what? Cannot be, right? It's the same, we all can. So you know what I did? Everybody can fall sick, right? Will take MC or not? in 15 years, I didn't take a day of MC. Only because of that points, I will lose points. If I take MC, I will lose points. Then promotion affected, money affected, everything. So, I told myself, never mind. I did really, really well. And of course, I met my Prince Charming in the airline and I got married, And life became even better. It became perfect because I had a child. Because I had a child. So, as a stewardess, right, you cannot work when you're pregnant, you cannot work already. Do you think I was happy or sad? I worked for 15 years non-stop, never take a day of MC. Of course I was happy. Finally, when I was pregnant, right, I no need to be on diet, no need to tie my hair, no need to put makeup, no need to anything, just relax at home. Life was just amazing. And I got money in the bank also. After 15 years, you all got savings or not? If you work for 15 years. Clearly, right? So for me, I was enjoying my life. Last time, ladies, the black shoe or the brown shoe? You see lah? Exactly, right? Now you have children, the black sneaker or the white sneaker? I tell you, last time, right, money go out, no problem, because money coming, But now, money go out, and money go out, and money go out, and out, and out, and out. It only took me 2 years, One day, right, I was just looking at my internet banking, everything just pay lah, got money what. I never felt poor in my life before. I don't know whether my parents poor or not lah. Because they never make me feel like I was poor. Right? I think parents always give us their best, right? So they never make me feel that I'm poor, So from birth to 18, my parents look after me. 18 onwards, I started to work, so I never take money from my parents anymore. Even when I got married, right, I never take money from my husband one. I'm like independent. Really? Because I had my own money what? Hey, at 18 years old, how much I earn? Reveal my salary. I earn about 3.8k Singapore dollars. At 18 years old, very good, no? So which part of me poor? Don't have lah. For 15 years, money in, money out, no issue. Someone enjoy here, enjoy there. Right? But I tell you, after 2 years of being home without working and happily enjoying my then savings, I checked my internet banking, right? And one day I saw, or rather I didn't see the money. The money that I thought I had, right? It didn't deplete, I could still buy something, but it went lower and lower and lower, and I tell you, at 30 something plus years, right? I was fearful for the very first time about no money. How many of you have, you don't need to leave your hands, but how many of you have felt this before? Suddenly you see your bank account, then you need to do this, need to do that, and then scared. The word is scared, no, not even worried. It's worse, it's scared, And then I'm thinking like, then how? I'm not going to ask my husband money because I never. I also don't know how to bring myself to ask him for money, because if I want to buy this, buy that. Ladies, you ask your husband, then what the answer is going to be? Why you want to buy this? Why you need to buy that? So I didn't like this feeling, So I'm thinking, how can I have my money back? Then I start to look here and I'm thinking, why I buy this table? Maybe I should sell it in Carousel. Then I start to see another thing. Why I buy this? Last time seemed nice. Maybe I should sell it. I start to think of things to sell, Then wait. After I sell everything in my house, then how? Back to square one, right? So I said, okay, this is not a solution. Then my husband, I think husbands know us, right? After 3 days, my husband came to me and said, are you okay? Okay, why? Something is not right, he said. Nothing. Everything is okay. You tell me now, is it about money? I tell you, the moment he asked me, is it about money, my tears started to roll down my cheeks, Then I asked him, how do you know? And he said, the way you spend like as if you're working like that. I said, yeah. Then he said, how? No more money, is it? Then I said, not no more, but scared. Now scared, he said, never mind. He's a very nice guy, So he said, never mind. I will work harder. Off day, I will work. Our husbands they're very amazing, right? They want to look after us. But I'm thinking, right, how can I make my husband do this? Already work so hard. Off day also work. What's going to happen to him? Before you know it, he's going to fall sick, right? So I said, no, this is not the solution. So, dear friends, what's the way for me to earn back my money? Go back to work, lor. This is what my parents did, what? This is what all of us did, right? Go back to work, you know. So, guess what? So, I did very well in the airline, right? Very, very well, you know. You know, like those poster are great way to fly. Singapore Airlines is a great way to fly, you know, on the bus, my face not there. My face is in the office. You know, in airline, in SU, right, it's like school, you know. If your class got 40 people, you're number 1, number 2, number 40 lah. In the airline of thousands of people, right, my number is two digit. So I did very, very well. My face is always at the office lah, crew of the year lah, crew of the quarter lah, whatever crew and this and that. So I'm thinking, right, okay lah, I go back shouldn't be a problem, but they will take me in, what? They never take me, they rugi leh. Right? So I took my kebaya. I wear. Don't know whether you know SQ kebaya. We need to put together and zip. I wear like a blazer like that, you know. Can't even put together. I said, oh no, then how? I tell you, straight away, diet. Exercise. I did don't know what crazy diet, twice, you know, and 2 times I cannot scolding from my husband. He said, you don't do this diet anymore. I said, why? I need to slim down. He said, every time we fight because of your diet. We're hangry. Then one day, right, I saw somebody posted, right, their transformation. And guess how I feedback my kebaya? TR me now, TR 90 back then. Oh my God. So I said, what is this? So I only had one plan in mind. I take this, slim down, and then go back to work. Right? Take this, slim down, go back to work. But I tell you, I was introduced of the business, which I said, no thanks. Because in my mind, right, only one thing, there's only one reason why I'm taking this product. Why? Slim down, go back to work. Don't ask me to do what business, new skin, old skin, what skin. No skin. I'm buying this to slim down, fit in my kebaya and go back to work. Don't change my plan. Really, those were, so my consultant tried to tell me, right? But, you know, truly I went back. I slimmed down and I went back, you know. And I tell you, in my mind, right, I would enjoy my job, okay? Because I've been doing it for the longest time. I mean, like, okay, maybe a bit karat, but I think after a few days I should be okay. Right? It's like swimming, once you get into the water, maybe you drink a bit of water, after that, okay, right? So I thought the same thing, but I tell you, my dear friends, when I went back, right, this thing happened. You know, whenever I go to work, right, I wear my kebaya, my son will always sit on my lap. And then when he sits on my lap, right, I know already, he knows mommy is going to work. I always have to ask my mother-in-law to bring him to the room. Do you know every time I go to work, I never say goodbye? I never say goodbye. He will cry. How many of you know? I don't know about you because I did this before with my mom. No, mom, today you don't go work, can or not? How many of you, your children, have said this to you? Is it okay today you don't go to work? How you feel actually? Maybe some sad, you know. How many no feeling already? This is sadder. It's sad when they ask us, it's sadder when we already take it as a norm. No choice, what? You think I have a choice? It's either I want to spend time with him or earn money. Then how? Is spend time together, stay together, eat what? Eat grass. True, right? I mean, if that's the dilemma, how many of you have this dilemma? Actually, you want to spend more time with your family, you want to spend more time with your children. But then you cannot afford it. Can't afford to, not work. Because you still need to live. That's what happened to me, I tell you, the first day I went back to work, right, I already had this feeling. And I questioned myself. I said, the job that everybody loves, the job that I thought was my dream life, dream job, is it truly a dream job? Do I really need to do it this way to earn money? So for me, right, I was in a dilemma. Remember when I was asked, mentioned about I was introduced to about the business? This question was actually asked to me by my then consultant, Max and Sharon. Today they are my mentors, Circle of Excellence 1, Max and Sharon. Then they asked me, said, hey Carolyn, what's your dream? Huh? How many of you, right, at work, right, people ask you this question, hey, what's your dream? Your boss, okay, your boss. How many of you, your boss will ask you, what's your dream?
No.
Have or not? What's your dream? How can we make your dream come true? Your boss will ask you?
No.
They only ask you, tomorrow, you make sure you turn up, you make sure you submit the email, please check. Hey, why you so late in replying? We are waiting, the supplier is waiting, this waiting, that waiting. I tell you, when I was asked of this question, right, I did not have an answer. Why? This is like a unicorn, you know. It's like a, what? What's my dream? I didn't have an answer. To me, this is just weird. It's just such a weird question. Then he asked a little bit more of a logical question. He said, Carolyn, hey, I ask you, if you continue doing your current job, okay, would you achieve financial freedom? And then you can have more time with your family. I said, if I continue my job, forever and ever and ever, I will never achieve financial freedom. And I will never be able to have time with my boy or my family. I tell you, this thing, this question, I could answer. Maybe I throw this question back at you. Dear friends, how many of you here are working? Nothing wrong to work, okay? No, I also worked before. How many of us still working? It's okay, you are working now to make a living. Totally understand. But we must always ask ourselves this question. If I continue doing what I'm doing, give it another 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, will you have the kind of dream life that you want? Can you answer this with a strong yes? Yeah. Cannot, right? So, you know, all this made sense, you know. Yeah. Then they showed me this. How many have seen this before? I tell you. Hey, so few people Later we must move the table, I draw for you. Hey, you never see So right, how many of you saw this? That's more like it. When I saw this, right, I tell you, I maintain such a steady face, like a poker face. Because I don't want to give them the sign that I want. But inside my heart, you think I want after seeing? Yes. But I scared, no, they might have some expectation of me. So I look at it like. So after they showed me, I still fold, you know. I said, thank you so much. If got anybody want, I will recommend to you. But not for me. I don't know how to do this. Really, they went back. But they left the paper there. And guess who was next to me listening to this plan being drawn? My husband, yes. So when I showed him the plan, I said, darling, what do you think? This one, more money than our work, leh. You know what he said? E! MLM, leh. I said, yeah, true. Okay. He said, E, don't do. So I said, okay, no. Today I really regret, I threw away the paper already. But I think they're very, very nice. You know, I think I've never met anybody outside my family, right, that care for me so much. To come again, right, to help me see the value of what this is all about. You know? So when they told me, truly, I want. But, how many of you want? But, don't be shy, in the heart we know. If you're new especially, that was me. I mean, I'll be honest with you. That was me. I want. But scared. Scared of what? So many things. I don't have many friends. It's only many friends. All of you I also don't know. You know? Then, I'm not good at talking about all this, like, how to say, hey, you're a bit fat. How to say it? You're a bit fat, you want to sit down. To say, oh my God, I was stewardess. We are like, yes sir, thank you sir, you know. You want something, don't have also be to sing one round and come and tell you, oh sorry, we really go and check. How to say, hey, you're a bit fat. How to? Then, no experience, right? I don't have time. Out of 30 days, 20 days I'm overseas. 10 days only, right? Left in the calendar month, right? And out of that 10 days, I'm Malaysia, right? So 3 days I come back to KL to see my mom. 7 days, I'm a wife, I'm a mother. When to do Nuskin? When? So really no time, don't know how to do sales. Oh my god, there's a chance for me to buy it for you rather than to tell you to buy it. Serious, you know? And really, wow, people think of me. I'm that nice person, right? Later on, one of my friends say, hey, Carolyn coming. Only me, Y'all got think this way or not? Yeah. You know why? Because that long time ago, right, this one uncle, right, came to my house, you know, so my mother a juice. Look like a G3, but not G3. This juice, so he came to talk, I saw what, and I went up, Then my mom bought it, you know. My uncle. Then I said, what juice is this? Oh, some health thing, I said, oh, how much? I thought like 25 ringgit, right? 700 ringgit. I'm like, what you buy? This juice can do what? Nothing happened after drinking the juice. Serious? For me, it's like, huh? What if my boss finds out? How many of you still working are not supposed to moonlight? Me too, not supposed to moonlight, no? What if I lose my friends, right? I don't know about you. Have you tried something similar? MLM and failed before and say, yeah, I do before. All these were the fear in my heart. But I tell you, 3 main fears stood up. Firstly, this is MLM. I don't know how to do this. You know, the word itself is like, ugh. I said, how? Later I got no friends, how, Max? No friends, and how? My friends don't chow, and how? He said, how you plan to do? Won't they run away? Yeah, how you plan to do? I thought they're going to run away. I stuck, you know, because in my mind, right, when you do MLM, right, you must force people. I cannot. They say, why you plan to do like that, man? I said, no. Then don't worry, you don't need to do it that way. Okay. But how to do? I don't know how to do. And he said this, are you willing to learn? Dear friends, if you want to change your life, you don't know how to do something, are you willing to learn?
Yes.
Me too. I don't know, right? I said, hey, at least somebody willing to teach me, you know. But I had the third question. Because, you know, I flew for 15 years, right? Only to show me after 2 years, I'm scared, you know. What if I'm going to now spend time in doing Nuskin? How different is it going to be? Will I even become successful? Because I feel like, okay, I don't earn so much, I don't get to spend time with my family, but what if I come out and do this and fail, then I have to put my tail between my legs and go back to work? Malu, right? You have this feeling? Yeah, malu, you know. So you tell me right now, right, this thing, right, sure, bo, can succeed. Are you all sure? So, they told me this, you come. They invited me to this place. It was a convention, you know. And I went because I also want to go and see what it's all about, right? To give myself a bit more hope, right? So I went, you know, and I saw 2 things. You want to know what I saw? Yeah. We got one coming up in October. Maybe you will see the same thing as me. First thing I saw, there were a lot of achievers on stage. When I saw the achiever, got tall one, got short one, got slim one. Got fair one, got dark one, got all pattern. Then I said, wow, if they can, I think I should be okay. I mean, like, I think should be right? Then I saw a second thing. I saw, right, you know when the achiever, if those who have been for it, right, they go on stage, right, they will say their name. Oh, hello, I'm so and so, I'm a medical doctor. What? Some of them say what? Oh, I'm an ex-engineer. Ex? Meaning you're doing Nuskin full-time? Doctor, lawyer, you know, CFO. We got a CFO in the house, I believe, right? We have Datin also here. Dato also here. Right? Hey, how come all these people doing, Nuskin full-time, you know? Huh, Dr. Aisha? Yeah. How come? Okay lah. Maybe I'm new, I also don't know what this is all about. But all the smart people go and do degree, double degree, PhD and whatnot, if they are here, right, there must be something, right? So I mean, I just follow them. I just follow lah. If everybody's going, you run together or not? So that was me, So for me, right, I just went for it. And I tell you, right, although scared, right, I can't deny one thing, the product works. Do you agree with me? Can't deny the product works. Some of you are eating for them, right? Really, I told myself, worst comes to worst is what? Some people manage to slim down because of me. I tell you, dear friends, many people manage to slim down because of me. In these photos as well, some of you are here, many people manage to slim down because of you. Truly, I told myself, but the product works. I mean, I don't know what this outcome going to be like, but at that point I said, but at least, right, some people will transform because of me, right? I mean, this thing works, Yeah. Then I told myself, actually, I worked so hard. For 15 years in my life, who became richer? Yeah. I tell you, I work and I work and I work, then I don't know why all the my CEO pay are getting higher and higher and higher. Yeah. Then I feel like, oh my God, if I don't build my dreams, right, somebody else is going to hire me. And that's what's been happening for the last 50 years. So I told myself, cannot lah, okay, need to start. And I'm very, very blessed, to meet these three very, very amazing individuals. These are my mentors. These are the people who, I dare say, care for my life until the end. Care for my family's life until the end. Circle of Excellence 3, Mr. Chua, right? Sharon and Max, Circle of Excellence 1. Truly, I feel, right, that I've learned so much from them, from success together, right? Within a short few years, I would say, compared to what I've learned in the airline for 15 years. And it made me realize many things. As I continue to work hard, right, I actually had a realization here. Because I don't know, some of you, maybe now you just started to just help some people. Okay lah, never mind, just try. How many try? No need to raise your hand. But try lah. I started that way. Nothing to lose, what? So I never take out any money for this business. I only took something to slim down for myself, that, okay, help some people. But when I came for classes like this, I went for the convention, I realized one thing, and I saw this story, right, about Circle of Excellence 3, Mr. Chua, right, that he actually was an auditor. He's the owner of 2 auditing firms, right? One was a 30-year-old firm, and the other one, he had, built it from scratch. And I need the money. Does he need the money? But how come he's doing Nuskin? He spent 9 years working hard because he saw something here. He worked hard for 9 years. He accumulated $1 million. Not all sales to Nuskin, $1 million into the pocket. But he knew that there was something bigger here. It wasn't just about 1 million. He continued his effort here, and after 6 more years, so it was 9 years and 6 years, right? That 6 years he accumulated 9 more million USD. So he came, He came to a total of $10 million, and to be honest, my jaw dropped and everything, Really? When I saw it, I said, wow, 10 million USD? Who has this kind of money, right? But you know what I cannot tahan? 9 years plus 6 years. You know how many years I worked? 9 years plus 6 years in Nuskin by Mr. Chua. 15 years here. Oh my God! I tell you, I 15 years in employment. How many million? Don't say so loud. So shy. No million. Truly, the realization was same amount of effort. I mean, at your work, don't you work hard?
Yes.
I work hard. In Nuskin, have to work hard?
Yes.
No. But where you put in that hard work, where you put in that time, is going to give you a different result. So this was my realization, and I continued. So I told myself, okay, because I want to change my life. At least have more time with my family, more time with my boy, without having to, always become scared because of money. Yeah, so how I got started, right? I think many of you have seen this before. Okay, I already done number 1. Wow, we all take already, you just need to do 2 and 3, right? So I just continue to do what they mentioned, right? I tell you, one day, I was going for, and Sharon and Max always very kind to invite me to sessions like this. And I remember queuing. You all queue outside just now? I remember queuing, and then one day he said, hey, you check your commission already or not? I said, yeah. Because I did see, we got you can go in and check, right? I saw $700, 700 ringgit. A lot of money, I think he want to belanja them later. Then he said, so you saw, I said, 700, very good. Wow, good, this one can make money. He said, 700? I said, yeah. He said, open the app, just in case. Open the app. I tell you, my jaw dropped, because I saw 5 figures. I tell you, I came for the class. I don't even remember what was happening in the class. Because I'm still thinking, this money come from where? How come got this money one? Hey, what did I do? Like, my neighbor, then my mom, then my auntie forever want to sleep down, then because I'm going to help my auntie, then my uncle say, hey, how about me? You want to help me? I said, okay, can you also can. Like one by one, my neighbor lah, my cousin lah. And I tell you, everybody sleep down and I'm very happy, no money, also very happy for them. But oh my God, who want the extra 10,000 ringgit every month? Right, can do a lot of things, right? Can do a lot of things, I tell you, dear friends, So for me, right, I told myself, okay, to me this business is real. I saw money, right? And I use the money and they never ask me back for the money. Yeah, because a lot of business partners, right, every time they earn money, the first money they receive, they will always ask us, this money can use. Use it's your own hard work money. Wow, look, Carolyn, this one is a lot of money. So, right, do you know I worked for 15 years in the airline, right? That's about a monthly salary, So I tell you, I got a shock guy who worked 15 years to get that amount. How come here in Nuskin, within just a short, few months, maybe 2 months, 3 months, I can't remember. Onwards, was this income? So you think I want to learn better?
Yes.
You think I come for all the classes?
Yes.
You think I go and talk to more people?
Yes.
Yeah. I tell you, I was set to tell myself, okay, can one. I just need to learn everything, what? So, we're very lucky here, right? That we have classes. Because I'm in Singapore, right? And my mentors, right, are in KL. Then how? Many of you very lucky, Your outlines are here. I'm very lucky that my outline, physically they may not be in Singapore, but they were always by my side. Through chat, through phone calls, through any way we can, we will communicate. And they always, give me that chance to learn. Say, Carolyn, today got this class, tomorrow got next class, this month got this class. I say, okay, I want to learn. And I tell you, how many of you come here with friends? Husband, wife, I came alone. I don't know anybody, I came alone. Sometimes after this, you all will gather, right? I never gather, nobody to gather with, I go back. Yeah, but when I go back, my aunt always call me. How was it? What you learned today? Oh, I learned this. After a while, then I'm the one saying, okay, today I attended this, so I learned this. So it's very intentional, And that convention that I went for, I made sure I never missed any convention because truly when I went for all the convention that we had, right, it fired up my heart even more. Even more, right, I tell myself, like, time after time, right, actually I can succeed here. Thankfully, because of all the success stories. You know why I like it here? You all can hear me. Do I sound like Anthony Robbins to you? Say yes lah, this is short sikit. I'm not a great speaker. My English also koyak, Malay also koyak. But I tell you, dear friends, this is what I love about this place. Because it is real. We don't need anybody who go and study some, don't know what, how to speak to a bunch of people about what topic, no need. What I love about this place is, right, whenever anybody stood up here, right, when they speak, right, they speak of their journey. They speak of what they have gone through, the ups and the downs, and I want to learn. I want to learn. Tell me the real thing, because I already spent 15 years. I don't want to come and play anymore. I want to change my life. Do you want to change your life, dear friends? Yeah. So whenever, then of course they introduced me to this app. Last time was a CD moved to recording. Now we have an app. So I tell you, we can learn on the go. Driving in KL is just crazy, right? Yeah. I tell you, this is our chance. We listen. I tell you, by the time we get off, we already get so much of knowledge, to run our own business. This is me. I feel like so blessed, Then of course, the people here are amazing. Do you know that many people who are standing on stage, Circle of Excellence 1, 2, actually, right, they don't need to be here anymore. Yeah. They already achieved the success, They don't need to come here, come and speak. But in their hearts, right, they know many are still looking for hope. Many still want to learn. And because they've already succeeded, they've already gone through the path with their big hearts, right? They always stand here and give value. Nobody is paid. Even the chairs that you sat at today, the person who came here, right, is a distributor. In my heart, right, I feel like, wow, how come God people care for my success by doing this for me? The least I can do is just learn, apply what I learned, and with that burning desire in my heart to change my life. I ask you, dear friends, do you really want to change your life?
Yes.
Yeah. So of course, I started to do a lot of things, talk to these people, talk to that people. You want to know some stories of how I talk to people? Yes. Tell you some juicy story, maybe some of you say, but how to do? I tell you how I do that. Yes. So when I started to do this, right, I was still working, right? Because I still don't know, how to do this, never mind. While I work, I find ways, right? In the airline, right, in the aircraft, right, if I work in front in first class, I'm the crew. If I work in economy class, right, I'm the leader. So I have crew under me and all. Have you all eaten ice cream in the aircraft?
Yes.
Singapore Airlines, we serve you know what? Ben and Jerry's and Haagen-Dazs. Not cheap one, huh? Yeah, so we will give everybody, but we also have a lot of balance. You know what happens with the balanced food, balanced ice cream in the aircraft when you don't eat it anymore? The balanced, fresh one, new ones, we throw away. So last time I would tell my girls, hey, you pack it up, you go to business class, you give all the crew, let them eat. Right? Don't waste, right? Hey, Haagen-Dazs and Ben and Jerry's are very expensive. But when I'm doing Nuskin and I'm flying at the same time, I say, your pack, come, then you give to me. Then I take a walk to business class. I say, hey, come eat ice cream. Then when I give one by one, I give the ice cream, one I say, hey, you terrible. I say, I bring ice cream, why am I terrible? Fat already, you still bring ice cream? I said, come. I show you something, and I pulled her to the side, and I showed her my photo. I said, hey, I fatter than you last time. She said, oh my God, Carrie, how you slim down? She forgot about me being fat, she just want to know how to slim down. Really? And I met my cousin, okay, my husband's cousin actually. So after slim down, right, Chinese New Year we always go, you all visit Chinese New Year, you all visit homes, right? I tell you, when you visit, then sometimes they look at you like up, down, right? Hey, never. Or you look at them up, down. You want to makan there, right? Yeah, Chinese New Year, Hari Raya, whatever celebration, right? I tell you, this cousin saw me and said, hey, how is slim down? I said, very good one. I was very new, I don't know how to say. Anyhow, say first. I tell you, she didn't take it up because I think maybe my skill set was not there. But the next year when I went back to again Chinese New Year, because they are more senior, I have to go to their house. Then she looked at me again, hey, you still slim, you take again. I said, last year's one. Then she never take. Then the third year I went back, right? They said, hey, I said, don't talk already. You give me an icy now. So I tell you, my cousin was my cousin lost 20 kg, Yeah, it's so amazing. I tell you, this business is so simple. Sometimes it is me, right? Go think this, think that, think everything, right? But actually, it's so simple. It's all about helping people. Really? She was like 70 kg. 70 kg, I feel like, wow. She became 50 kg, Wow. Amazing or what? Somehow I hear thinking, what will she think of me? What will she like this? I regret, no, should have told her on the first year itself. Yeah. So for me, I feel like in this business, right, as I do, right, you think everything was rosy? Everything like, wow, talk me by. Thank you so much. Right? The first one already 9K. You think everything is like, wow, you know? Of course not. How many of you got one kid? If you have another kid, you think it's going to be easy? Who here got 2 kids? You want to have now another kid? It's not going to be easy, what? This one I'm checking later the husband. Oh, you want one more, is it? But truly, in anything, is it? Everything is smooth sailing. But if you can change your life, will you go through?
Yes.
If you don't have a child, you want to have a child, will you go through?
Yes.
Smelly diapers? Sleepless nights? If this thing can change your life, are you willing to work hard?
Yes.
Of course. Will there be any hiccups here and there?
Yes.
Of course. What are the hiccups here? What are the things that you may face here? People say no only no. Have you ever gone into a shop, you see, then you go out?
Yes.
The shop closed down on next day. Then why you so sad if people say no to you? Don't close down, okay? Yeah, naturally we also do that, but I even worse though, I feel like I want to go and makan, I sit down already, my family sit down, then we open the menu, we want to order something that we actually went there to eat, you know, but don't have. Then they say tomorrow have. Okay, tomorrow we come back. We left. I tell you, I don't think they're thinking, oh, Carolyn never eat in my restaurant, they're going to close down already. You know, this business cannot do now, oh my God. How many of you do Nuskin think this way? I cannot do lah, you know, I think I cannot do. I tell you, if you really want to achieve success here, these kind of small things actually bother us. Yeah. If one person don't want, the next person, right? That's the only challenge here. And then now this person, okay, next challenge they take already, sleep down very well, 20 kg, whatever kg. They don't want to join you in the business. Okay or not? Yeah, one person don't want, then the next person no. Don't be sad, you know why you can still achieve your success. You want or not? I want, yeah. So for me, right, I feel this place is so amazing. This is the thing, right, the very thing, right, the success together, proven system, right, is the thing that gave me a lot of hope. This includes my outlines, this includes this place here, any of the meetings, any of the speakers who spoke, right, they truly helped me to feel, right, very, very secure, that I know for sure I will not fail if I'm willing to work hard. If I'm willing to work hard. So, for me, you know, really, if you have a dream, if you want to achieve your dream, just like me, then it's just a simple decision. It's just a simple decision. Of course, you know, in this journey, right, you remember the question, Carolyn, what's your dream? The first question I ever received, which I thought was very, very weird. I was encouraged, right, in this business, right, when I'm doing this, I work hard, talk to more people, and this and that, right. Do you know that I'm always encouraged to dream big? I think this is the most common topic we're talking about while working hard, while helping people. Actually, what you want to achieve, what I want to give my family, you know. So at that point, right, when he asked me, right, Max asked me about what's your dream, right, I didn't have an answer, but along the way I started to think about it. To be honest, feel a bit malu lah, you know, because don't have an answer. But I told myself, I mean, like, if I'm in a platform that can give me something, why don't I set that something? There's no point, you know, coming here, like, you know, like, sling a ladder up, then down, then, you know, here, there. Why don't we set something? So I was always encouraged to dream big. So I told myself, since I'm a stewardess, right, this is my dream. You see all this picture, right? You see like a bit faded. I tell you about this photo. When he told me about this, right, I went to print, you know, premium class in Singapore Airlines. Because I can only work there. I can never sit there. If I'm going to have to dig out my whole lot of saving, 25,000 Singapore dollars for one trip, you think I will do it? I won't. I will make a hole in my savings. Why would I do that? So this dream dream is not something that I dreamt of at all. It's not even something that will become a reality. But he said, dream big, okay lah. So I go print this seat out, then I go and find all my family photo, all separate one. I cut here, cut there, and I say, this photo right is still there. It's to remind me, right, for me to continue to put more photos. As I tell you all this, right, I see like, some of you smiling. Do you have your dream? Yeah. So for me, right, when I put this, right, I truly in my heart, right, tell myself, this must come true. This must come true. Can I show you a little bit of a video on how our family life is like? Yeah. Okay. So I tell you, my son is so young, right? He don't even remember anything. But I remember. And then, right, the person that I remember the most, right, in any of these trips, right, is my mother's face. When I took my mother for this trip, right, the first thing she did when she sat down? Wow, you all are good. You all know my mother, is it? Take the selfie here, selfie there, selfie. Really. And I tell you, my mother almost did not make it for this trip. We wanted to go for a holiday, my husband, myself, and with my son, Then I told my mom, I think we may be going to London. My mom said, huh? Wow, London here's my bucket list trip, I said, really? I tell you what, you come along with us, really? My mom said, really? I said, yeah, come along. My mom said, okay. I think I asked her on a Saturday, She said, okay, you give me till Wednesday. I said, why Wednesday? I need to ask my boss. I said, okay lah, Wednesday don't delay already. You know why? Because the holiday was in November or December, I can't remember. But I booked in October, like 2 months before. I tell you, a lot of things no more seat already. And you think it's cheap booking a flight ticket 2 months before? No, it's not cheap. So I told my mother, don't delay anymore. Right? So on Wednesday, when Wednesday came, right, I asked my mom, so how? Can I book already or not? My mom said, you give me 1 more day. I said, why? Why 1 more day? I thought you said Wednesday. My boss bad mood. Cannot ask today. Okay. I said, tomorrow, make sure you tell me, okay? On Thursday, I asked her, so how? Can book already or not? My mom said, I think you all go ahead. Huh? Why? My boss said, cannot take leave. I said, but it's your bucket list, ma. You don't even need to pay anything. I cover everything. Then my mom said, can I just quit my job or not? I said, why not? My mom shocked, Huh? Really? I said, yeah, just quit lah. I tell you, my mom quit. And my mom came for this holiday. Any parent, although it's just one holiday, you think they're worried about money still. Then how? After come back for the trip, so I told my mom, you don't need to work anymore. Whatever your office gives you, I will give you also. On top of the money that I give you monthly. On top. So how do you think my mom feels? I tell you, she's been going for holidays after holidays. This one we went to somewhere else, I can't even remember. We go for many trips. You can see my son grow up already, compared to the first one. But my mom, every time take photo, where she upload it to? Facebook lah, Instagram lah. Then my mother-in-law and my mother are good friends on Facebook. So right, when my mother posts, straight away my husband will receive a text. My mother texts me, and she said, oh, you all take business class Of course I cannot leave them out, right? Then the next one, I will bring my mother-in-law and my father-in-law. Actually they are not so young anymore, if you can see. Especially my father-in-law. But I hope, right, that we can create more memories for him, to be honest. You know, I don't know, how old are your parents? Where are they right now? And how are they? This is my father-in-law when we went for the trip. He's not young anymore. These last 2 weeks, he has been in and out of the hospital. We can't even put him in the car, to be honest. We have to call ambulance. Every time we go in, it's a few days. I don't know how long he has, to be honest. But I feel as much as I can, I want to give him the kind of memories that he can have. The kind of memories that my mother-in-law also can have with her husband. But he's still around because truly he cannot really walk anymore. Whenever I see this, I have so much of feeling because my father has already passed away for a long time already. But my father-in-law is still around. Thank you. My father-in-law is still around. I want to give them a good memory, you know, while they're still around. I think I don't know where your parents are right now, and I don't know what kind of life they're having right now. And I know you are working very, very hard. Regardless you're doing Nuskin or not, I know you are working very hard for them. Our success must be faster. Our success must be faster because they don't have much time anymore. Yeah. So, of course, there are many things, you know, that happened during this journey. This is my boy, who I really wanted to spend time with. You know, I really wanted that time with him. That I told myself that he cannot grow up without me, you know. I want to see how he develops. I want to see him, you know, in whatever activity that he does. I don't want him to keep telling me like, Mama, can you be home? I don't want to get updates from other people. I want to see for myself that my son is growing up. I want to see for myself, right, that how he's doing. You know, in this journey of Nuskin, I discovered, right, while doing this business, my son was growing up, right? Then, you know, I got to know that he actually has autism. I tell you, all of us worry about our children, right? What if your child was special? For me, I now have the time to bring him to all the therapies that he needs to go for. I have that ability to pay for all the intervention that he needs. Because really, we cannot just live on hope only. His tuition alone, at this point, every month is about 10,000 ringgit. His tuition, because the teacher that comes to the house is a special need teacher. doesn't include other therapies. He need to go for speech therapy. He need to go for social class. It's not just mathematics, you know. But I need to make sure that my son's life, right, is going to be okay next time. I'm very, very blessed, right, that I can provide all this, right, because of what I have from Nuskin and because of what I learned through Success Together. So, I'm happy to tell you that I'm always there for every activities the school has. This was taken maybe 2 Tuesdays ago. In 2 days' time, I will be there again. You know, my son now is also one of the athletes for the Special Olympics, right? And he's exposed to such a thing so that, you know, I want him to be able to go and try everything without having to worry, you know, about whether do I have money to let him try or not. I have a friend, you know, who I spoke to. The daughter is a very good swimmer. I see when your son is joining. Carolyn, at the moment we don't have the means for the second child. My heart broke, you know. How to? You give one, you don't give the other. I know the mother is feeling it in her heart. Life is so different, you know, because of this opportunity that I have grabbed for myself and for my family. I don't know what is your dream, but my dream is just right here, to be with him. We may be earning a lot outside in corporate world, you know, 50,000, 40,000. But when you need to be there for 1 week, 1 month at home, are you able to? As I grow up, or rather as my son grow up, I grow here as well. And as I watch him grow, he is watching me grow as well. In terms of my personal development, personal growth, as I have continuously worked on my personal growth, achievements I achieved, and he's always there with him. Doesn't he look handsome in his tuxedo? Yes. He loves it, you know. He loves it. You know, as a stewardess last time, I always, I had a boyfriend already, boyfriend also not like super rich dato or anything like that lah. But you know, as a stewardess, I always like, while waiting for my taxi, right, I always see like all the BMW, Mercedes-Benz, come and fetch my girlfriends. And every time I look at it, I say, wow, I'm not going to change boyfriend now, come on. I always tell myself, you know, one day I can. One day I can. But 15 years went past, I still telling myself one day I can. But when I did Nuskin within a short few years, I really could buy the kind of car, buy the kind of house. You know, as a Malaysian, living in Singapore, you would think, right, we will buy houses here, right? Actually, no. I always tell people, no lah, I stay in my mom's house. But actually, right, I don't dare commit. I don't dare commit because I say, what if one day I cannot pay? Hey, very long, you know. Right? To pay for a house very long, what if I cannot commit? Better not start, right, if I cannot complete it, right? A few months ago, I can't remember, we came to visit my mom in KL, you know, and you know lah, Instagram is so evil, right? Every time go and show us something, you see one thing, everything start to pop up. Then I was free, right, and I looked at the advertisement, this condo near KLCC. I told my husband, hey, just go and see lah, see only. We see only, right? So we went there, see only, see then choose only. Then after choose only, then the guy came up with the paperwork. You know, then I feel like, okay, this is happening now. Then fill up the form. Then he asked me, so the income. So I told him the income, right? I told him my income lah. Nuskin income lah. I know you all want to know, I'm not going to tell you. Okay lah, but I give you a hint lah. He said, okay, your income, so I told him the number. Then he said, no, per month. I said, yeah, per month. Really? When we do this, and we are patient enough, but we are willing to really put in the work. Give it some time. This is a long-term thing. To change lives is a long-term thing. To turn your life around is not tomorrow. But if we continue to put in the effort, continue to be strong, continue to think of the loved ones in our hearts, right? And continue to do it. I tell you, my dear friends, you can have whatever that your heart wishes for. This did not only happen to me. I don't have that many friends. But somehow because of sleeping, right, I meet people. Right? And I met these two girls. One of them is Li Fang, you saw her earlier. Actually, I don't know them one, you know. They are just strangers to me. But who don't want to sleep now, right? So, I go and help Daphne, the one in the middle. Wow, Kebaya fit even better. Then Daphne go and help Li Fang. Then Li Fang also sleep now really well. Today, right, Daphne, right, bought a car, bought a house with a Nuskin income. And I tell you this, Li Fang, forever on holiday. She will be doing Nuskin, then suddenly we're like, got one photo come out, she's in this place. She's in that place. She's very good with her photos, taking and all. I tell you, last time we can only wish we can have this kind of life. Was it last year we went? I think last year we went for a trip together. This is not even possible before. We are the ones serving people sitting here, you know. But today we are passengers together. We have all sorts of dreams. We have all sorts of people joining us in this business. Many of them come. These are just one out of so many people who are doing the Nuskin business with me, with Li Fang, and with my mentors. And each and every one of them have a dream. It's as simple. Sometimes the dream is as simple as what, you know? I wish I don't need to rush to work every morning and have a simple breakfast with my family. I wish. You know, even a CEO sometimes can't even do that. Today, she's materializing that. You know? We have people who are, wow, you can see Li Fang there. Her husband is behind. I tell you, this trip that we went to Hokkaido, the children were playing with snow. I don't know about you and your colleagues. Are you all going for amazing holidays together? Here we are like a family. We come in together because we want to slim down. Then we are inspired by each other because we can see hope here. And we work together and we change lives together. I think over time, for me, I feel that the happiest thing is all the smiling faces of my family members, my son, my mom, my mother-in-law. I tell you, it's not money cannot buy, you know. Money cannot buy. But today, dear friends, it's really not about me. Today is about you. What is your dream? Do you have a dream? Because, dear friends, all of your dreams can come true if you are willing to pursue it. My name is Carolyn. Thank you.
Thank you once again to our speaker, right, that's showing us so long you have a dream, you have the courage to pursue it. With Nuskin and success together, you definitely can realize it. Yeah? So, ladies and gentlemen, today we just witnessed a tip on the iceberg from our success together. Yeah? So for upcoming, right, we would like to invite you to meet our legend, our savior of excellence, Mr. Graham Hall, who is our system founder that created close to 200 accounts of Circle of Excellence won in 25 years. Yeah, so this is the session that you cannot miss. Yeah, do ask your friend who brought you here to grab the ticket fast because I heard it's running low. So fast had got. So definitely this session you must not be missed. Yeah, so all brothers and sisters, we have come to the end of our session. Yeah, have a great weekend ahead and do ask your friend over here how to kickstart your journey with us. Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Jeff, signing off. Bye bye.